having struggled to get anybody to pay any attention to us, as soon as people start paying attention to you, I'll go off it. I don't like it. As soon as someone says, "Oh, we like them, they're this," I think, no, I'm not fucking doing that anymore then, or whatever it is. It was just a bit of a kind of a visceral reaction to it. So I guess that's where it came from. But it was the same when they did the Mercury nominations and they had to trick us into going to the announcements because they knew that we would be down on it because it's just ridiculous. And that
Well,
we,
it's just daft, do you think?
of course yeah, well, of course it is. It is just daft. It has to be just daft. It can't be anything but just ridiculous, right? I
Well,
mean, I
any kind of
know.
awards.
I mean, yeah. Well, what? I mean, what are we alive for? Like Brown, there's no point. I'm not waiting around for people to tell me to validate whether I think what I've done is good. I know it's useful, like for like selling tickets and stuff. I mean, it is useful, right? I'm not stupid, but it doesn't. It doesn't make me either. It does. I'm not particularly happy or sad. It's easy to get like whipped up in it, but I do push away at I think we all pushed away at it a little bit, because it is so easy to go. "Ooh, everyone's saying I'm good," and you start believing it, which is the death of creativity, probably, isn't it?
Do you think being slightly older at that point helps with that kind of thing?
Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah, I would have thought so. I would have thought we'd have been way more impressed if we'd have been 20. Yeah.
Also, being massively pessimistic, antisocial, etc., etc., is also useful because you don't get caught up in it because you're not like hanging
I've
out with
never
your
heard that. I've
mates
never heard
having
anyone
fun.
say that before. That's a weird, that's,
Well, you know what I mean. All the young people are hanging out with all their mates, get all the cool nights, getting swept up in it, and whereas we do our gigs and go home
mm.
and watch telly and go, "Well, that was all right." I hate all the other bands in this current scene.
It reminds me, it's all that thing with sports as well. You know, the thing with sports where it's like you're hot box, now kids are like even hot boxed like from a stupid early age for like tennis and swimming and all that stuff. And there's one goal at the end of it, and there really isn't a good second place. And it's like, if you don't get it, you're shit. Which, if you don't get to be the best of it, then you're always the shittest. You're never the best, and then you might. And that's if you put everything into that. Oh, you can imagine the kind of depression at the moment where you like, I don't know, have an injury that means it's all taken away from you. You can't.
Get,
It's not really. You
get
can't be happy
dumped by
about
your record label.
you get dumped by your record exactly.
Yeah, because
So
you
in
didn't sell 100,000 enough, whatever it was that
that
we've.
would be the point that you actually questioned whether it was worth doing or not, which is just redundant. If you don't win the Mercury Music Prize, Amy Winehouse stormed out of that one because she didn't win. She was on the table next to us and she left. I won't, you know,
Yeah,
but that's because she's been led to believe that
I
that's
think she had a
else.
lot more going on as well.
Yeah, of course, but that's a good exemplar of where you are at if you everything is invested in it and you actually think that the industry actually exists and is real. Do you know what I mean? It's just a conceptual thing where people hang out and go, records. And who's the best at records? And these the second best at records. And, you know, it's sort of, I think it's our job to ridicule it because I don't think enough people do.
No, yeah, definitely. I'm here for it, to be fair. Who actually won that year then?
Klaxons.
Okay, right.
Mm.
They were great, actually. I really like them. But,